at 3. It's Thursday already.
It's deja vu. Didn't we do this yesterday?
But you're wearing different clothes.
I know,
so
wow.
Yes, we are back with 3 things at 3. Welcome to those that have joined us. I know that I have Becky and Susan, but we are ready to get started with thing number 1, something to make you smile.
Yes.
Thing number 2, something to learn. And thing number 3, something to discover. Let's go. Welcome to 3 Things at 3, where we have had the best week ever. It has been Pie Week. Okay, so not only has this week flown by, but we have had sample pies every single day. We have visited Allisa in the kitchen, and I'm so excited today because we are at the end of Pie Week. But I have 2 of my favorites here in the studio with me today.
Yes.
So welcome, Jackie.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome,
So
Sandra.
fun.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
Hey, we made it.
Woo!
Okay.
Woo! Oh, wait.
There we go.
Okay, we didn't plan that one very well, did we?
I'm glad that you guys have hung with us this whole week, or if you're just joining us, we have been talking all things pies. And what better way to start pre-Thanksgiving weekend than talking about dessert first? Because I completely agree. Have you guys ever gone to a restaurant and ordered dessert first?
Yes,
actually.
I have.
Ice cream.
Yes.
Oh, ice
because
cream.
you can never fit it in after.
You're right.
I'm telling you, black tie mousse cake at Olive Garden, you have to order first and eat it first, because you can always take your dinner home.
The rest of the stuff home and warm it up in the microwave, but there's nothing like the dessert. You can't really take the ice cream or
So
I understand that.
I have 2 things that I'm going to share about Thanksgiving that I decided to share that kind of make me smile. But the first one is, I think we should eat pie first, and the reason is not just because it tastes good, but the reason is, do you ever get done with Thanksgiving dinner, and then as soon as all the dishes are done, they're like, let's break out the pie. Then it's like you've started all over. You're not ready for pie, and you're not ready to do those dishes.
Yes.
All over again.
Well, and because of the turkey, you're ready to go take a nap.
Right. So if we ate pie first,
then
put those dishes in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Who's with me?
Yes.
I agree.
Who's with me?
Yes. Well, I was going to ask you, is anyone, I'm going to put out a question here. Okay. Do you do pie alone? Do you do whipped cream, or you do ice cream?
Whipped cream for sure.
Okay.
Oh, it depends on the pie.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because if it's like apple pie or cherry pie or raspberry pie, I'm going to throw all these out.
Okay. All of those.
You got to have ice cream.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like ice cream because it melts and it makes it soggy.
Okay, that was one question. After our segment yesterday, I was like, okay, what do you think out there? Do you like ice cream or whipped cream?
My husband literally would have a bowl of whipped cream with a little piece of pie on it.
That's me.
All of the above.
Yes, I do the exact same thing, but I also love ice cream on my pie.
So the second thing I'm going to share.
So you bet even says depends on the pie.
Depends on the pie.
And I agree. I think it depends on the pie.
All right. So the second thing I'm going to share, and my sister-in-laws may watch this or they may not, but sometimes when you go, not everybody helps do the dishes.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard the most perfect thing I'm going to share with everybody.
Okay.
Okay. So before we start Thanksgiving dinner this year, I'm going to put all of the jobs on a little strip of paper
and put it on their plate.
Not under their plate. I'm going to hand it around after. So somebody may have to take out the garbage. Somebody may be the washer. Somebody may be
Okay.
the dryer. Somebody
Okay.
may have to put the chairs up. I'm going to put 2, you get to watch TVs in there.
I love it.
wow.
How fun is that?
Wouldn't that be so fun? And then
Yes. That's a
everybody,
great
I mean,
idea.
everybody helps. And if you have small kids, they can have small kid jobs and big kids job.
Yeah.
I heard that and I'm like, you know what?
That is a
is
great-
perfect.
I
And then
agree.
everybody
idea.
has a job.
I love it.
So
That
it's
is
going to be a
great.
game after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I just can't wait till my dad gets wash the dishes or something, and I'm going to be like, sorry, Paul.
Is he one?
No,
he probably is one. He
is-
never.
No, he always does the
Yeah.
dishes. But my father-in-law, if that he would have got that, he probably would have banned Thanksgiving for the rest of his
Yeah,
life.
I
But
said
yeah.
my dad never did dishes, and my father-in-law never did dishes.
Yeah, my dad didn't do many dishes at all, but my father-in-law would always do the dishes. But then we would try to get in there and start them first, and you'd get about halfway through the silverware, and all of a sudden he's in there going, here, let me do that. And I almost felt offended by it, like, can I
you weren't
not
doing?
wash the dishes well
Right,
enough for
right.
you, or what?
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
You know? So yeah, I was just like, so yeah.
All right.
So
well,
fun.
I'm going to let you know how it goes.
okay.
So when
I
we
can't
check
wait.
in,
I can't
I'll
wait
let
to
you know
hear.
how that
Yeah.
goes.
That'd be great.
All right. Well, as Jackie knows, et cetera, it's your first time. We actually took a field trip to Allisa's
Yeah.
house.
I knew that. Yeah,
you
I've been
have, 'cause
watching
you've
it.
been watching
Yes,
it.
I have.
And we have spent 3 days making pie crust because I think that's the hardest part of making pies.
I agree.
And so we are actually going to finish up this week with the tail end of our trip to Allisa's house making pumpkin pie. And she has perfected the Weller family pumpkin pie recipe. And I have to tell you, delicious. So
Yum.
we are gonna.
It's my favorite.
We are going to watch the end of this.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Man, let me
Yay.
struggle over those words. All right,
Okay,
here we
okay.
go. I love a good pumpkin pie. I mean, let's be honest, I love a good pie, but pumpkin pie, I love the smell, I love the taste, I love everything. And I am so excited to join you and get your tips and tricks on your pumpkin pie because, you know, there's something about pumpkin pie, the texture, the flavor, it's got to be right. So give me all the things.
All right. So my family really loves pumpkin pie. My youngest son was born at Thanksgiving time and loved pumpkin pie.
Okay, we had a few
Great.
technical difficulties, so
I
they're going to
said-
try this again because
Okay.
I really did not go to Elisa's house and do this.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto, but I'm not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
So,
Okay.
okay, let's try this again.
okay.
I love a good pumpkin pie. I mean, let's be honest, I love a good pie, but pumpkin pie, I love the smell, I love the taste, I love everything. And I am so excited to join you and get your tips and tricks on your pumpkin pie because, you know, there's something about pumpkin pie, the texture, the flavor, it's got to be right. So give me all the things.
All right. So my family really loves pumpkin pie. My youngest son was born at Thanksgiving time and loved pumpkin pie so much he would ask for it for his birthday instead of cake. I started out with, kind of a basic recipe and we tweaked it over the years. So a couple things we changed up. One is using brown sugar instead of white sugar.
What?
Gives it a little more depth of flavor. So.
Okay, brown sugar instead of white sugar. I have never heard that, but that sounds delicious.
And one thing too is the pumpkin you use does matter.
Now, you said
Okay.
you are a pumpkin snob
I'm a
about
pumpkin snob, and I
about certain pumpkin.
Yeah. And I actually just recently read an article by America's Test Kitchen where they tested canned pumpkins, And they agreed with me.
You know, we agree with you at our family too. Yeah, we have tried to divert, but in the Hoth house, we also agree.
Also, they actually, different brands use different kinds of pumpkins.
Really?
So that makes a difference. So
Okay.
this one I like the consistency, the flavor, the color, everything. And it's Libby's. Not a sponsor, but hey,
Yeah.
this, like, always the
Yes.
best results on pumpkin pie with this. So
And you're not using pumpkin pie mix. You're
No.
using real pumpkin,
No.
100% pure pumpkin.
100% pumpkin.
Yes.
That's what you want.
Okay. So you have to be careful when you buy that because I have made that mistake before.
Yeah. Every once in a while, there's a year where the pumpkin is kind of gets low on the shelf by Thanksgiving. So I like
So
to
watch
get
it.
some ahead.
Right.
Just to be sure.
I mean, nothing is better than pumpkin bread or pumpkin cookies. You can always use it, but you can't always get it.
Right. So you want to get it when, make sure. And it starts going on sale about now. So
Yes.
get it.
Perfect.
So then our brown sugar, Allison, if you want to put
Now,
in.
I love that you keep brown sugar in a container, which means you use brown sugar an awful lot.
I do. This is like I just
yes.
got a new bag, so it looks full.
Oh my gosh,
Always.
it looks
I have a brown
fantastic.
sugar tip that probably most everybody knows. But if it starts getting dry, put the heel of your bread in there and fill
Yes.
it up, and it'll get that
Yes.
moisture back. So
So,
you want nice moist. Well, and maybe I am a little bit of a snob about brown sugar too.
okay.
You want to make sure it's really brown sugar. Some of it is sugar colored with molasses, and it's just not as flavorful.
Okay. So
here-
true brown sugar.
here is
100%
yeah.
pure pumpkin, 100% pure brown sugar.
Brown sugar. And I get the dark. I use the C&H brand here, but I think you have to be in the West to get that. So
Okay.
I don't know. But look, read your labels. 'Cause,
Right.
you want good ingredients. So do about a cup of that.
Okay. And do I pack it? Because with brown
No, you don't
sugar.
have, no, this you don't have to pack.
Okay.
See?
So about a cup,
That's good.
a
Yeah.
little bit more.
No, there you go.
Okay. All right.
That looks
Perfect.
great.
All right. So don't pack it. About a cup.
Yeah. And then the spices. We like it spicy.
Okay.
So most recipes, I've kind of doubled the amount of spices.
Double the amount of spices.
So you
Look at how many
taste
things
the
I'm learning
spice.
today. Okay.
Now, you can measure them all out.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave a recipe. You guys look up recipe. So you can do pumpkin pie spice, or you can measure them all out.
Okay.
I've come to like just using a pumpkin pie spice.
Yeah, a little bit
And
of a
so
cheat,
like I
right?
get a pie blend of spice, and this happens to be my favorite, but I'm not as much of a snob about that. Anything that's pie spice, pumpkin pie spice usually is good.
Right.
So they have like cinnamon, ginger, cloves.
Now, what we
nutmeg.
should all do is we should all take a Caribbean cruise and just pick up pure spices on the Caribbean cruise
and then grind them
and then
on our way
grind them
back.
on our way back.
Let's do it.
Okay. At least you and I will take
Yeah.
Chris too. We should do that too.
We'll let Chris come.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So it would be a couple tablespoons, and I'm not that exact on that either.
Okay.
I
A
just
couple
like
of tablespoons. I want to smell it as you do it.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
So not super exact on
You
it.
cook like I cook and quilt. Yeah, pretty close.
Sometimes you just do what.
So for those of you that
Do it
are
with-
exactionists, just follow the recipe.
Yeah, or you can just follow your heart and
Yes.
do what it says.
Yes.
So, do you want to kind of start mixing that? And then
Absolutely.
this, we're just doing one pie, so it's 2 eggs.
Okay.
Let you have the whisk to whisk the eggs in.
Perfect.
All right, and once that looks like it's all mixed together,
Yes.
then we're going to do a can of evaporated milk.
Important that it's evaporated, right?
It's evaporated. So for this recipe, not sweetened condensed,
Not regular.
but not regular.
Now, one thing about pumpkin pie filling is it's a little runny. Does that, I mean, if you've never made a pumpkin pie before, sometimes you're like, oh,
That's
I think
true.
we're so used to making cakes and cookies that are a little bit
That's
thicker.
true.
But
We preheated the oven because for the custard you want it, and for the pastry both, you want it to go in at a hot temperature to start. The higher temperature at the beginning helps both the bottom crust cook quickly before it has a chance to get soggy. And I do like glass or ceramic pie pans because they heat up really nicely.
okay.
And then after about 15 minutes, we'll turn the oven down to a lower temperature.
Okay.
Take it down 100,
Okay.
and then it'll finish baking at that. Then when we take it out, we don't want it solidly cooked when we take it out. You want the very center to still jiggle a little.
Okay.
So it'll finish cooking after it comes out.
So you don't do the old toothpick in the center. You just kind of jiggle.
You want it jiggling a little in the middle.
Okay.
So it'll finish after, and then it doesn't overbake. Because if you ever had a pumpkin pie that's kind of dry,
Yes.
it was overbaked. Okay, let's just pour it in and get it in the oven.
Now, when you pour it in, do we stop at a certain point, or is this just the perfect amount?
So this is the right amount for a deep dish pie pan.
Okay.
If you had a shallower pan, you might do 2.
Okay.
But then you're going to cook it a shorter amount of time.
Okay.
So put it in the oven, 450 for 15 minutes.
Okay.
Then we turn down to 350 and cook it about another 35 minutes. Let it cool, finish baking for a couple hours, and then in the fridge.
Okay.
Because once it's chilled is when it's perfect.
Oh, this is the best part.
I'm so excited. Okay.
It's all worth it.
Allisa,
Are we ready?
Are you going to do the honors?
I will.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, let's cut this up.
Now, if this were my husband, he'd say, cut it in force. That's all he'd say.
Cut it forward.
And then that's
Yeah.
it.
Sweetened whipped cream.
And that is homemade. I cannot even believe it.
And
I haven't had homemade whipped cream since my grandma.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
you ready?
Ready?
Oh,
I
that
like
is
it.
delicious. So good. So good. Heaven.
I think it turned out pretty good.
I think that our film crew should have a bite too, right?
Yeah, they can have some.
Yeah.
Giving, I'm gonna go home and make pumpkin pie this weekend.
Yum.
Can you believe that?
Oh, wow.
Double the
That-
spices,
Wow.
brown sugar, real whipped cream.
I never thought about the brown sugar thing.
Heaven.
I bet that made
I
it
was
really
in
good. I bet.
heaven.
And
Yeah.
the whipped cream. I mean,
Yeah,
just
you gotta have whipped
yum.
cream.
Yes.
Definitely
That's
and
so-
regular whipped cream. You can't have it out of Cool Whip, and you can't have it out of the can.
Right.
It's got to be
Regular
yeah,
whipped cream.
It's got to be that way.
Yum,
I
that
agree.
looks so good.
Yes.
So
It did.
yes,
It was fun.
It did.
Well,
So you
that
had
wraps-
fun?
Yes, it was a blast.
fun.
It was
That's
so
awesome.
fun. I mean, it was so fun to be in Allisa's home with her.
Yeah.
I mean, we know each other so well,
Right.
but then to be in a different setting and in somebody's home, I think we should do girlfriend field trips all the time.
Oh, that
Just
would be
saying.
fun. We should.
Yes, I mean, because you get a whole new perspective
Yeah.
of them, and a
Yeah.
whole new appreciation. So it was really fun.
I bet it meant a lot to her too, as well.
Yes,
So
I'm
sure it
I think
did.
That's
So-
good.
Well, on that happy note, that
Yes.
finishes up. I hope everybody will check out the free downloads on the Weller family pumpkin pie recipes,
Yes.
as well as the pie crust. They're on our website, as well as all of the pies we've shared this week, and I can't wait for today.
today's
but
pie.
we're going to come back to that thing number 3. What we're going to do now
Yes.
is I'm going to send you two over for our project today, and we'll do that right after this.
Last week on 3 Themes at 3, we discovered the brand new punch needle line from Timberbell, and we showed you how to make some fantastic Christmas decorations for your home.
That's right. We made wreath pin cushions, decorated wooden ornaments, and made some Christmas patchwork stockings that are adorable and so easy to make.
All of which could make for some great gifts to give this year, I think.
Absolutely. So be sure to catch 3 at 3 Live every Monday through Thursday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, or watch it on demand via Facebook or YouTube by clicking the links below.
So give yourself a little me time with your girlfriends and tune in to 3 Themes at 3, where we always have something to make you smile
Something to learn.
and something to discover.
on my Teen Genius.
Let's go.
Here we are.
Okay, Jackie, I have a question
Can't
for
wait.
you.
Yes.
So you've got your pie made,
Yes.
okay, and you're going to your in-laws for Thanksgiving. how are you going to take that pie with you?
I'll probably eat it before it makes it out of the house. How's that?
Okay, we're going to eat dessert first.
I said
Nobody else.
we're going to eat dessert first.
Nobody's
so,
going to be able to have your pie with
yes,
you also.
But in all seriousness,
Yeah.
I really don't have anything that I carry my pie in other than just my hands.
Right, or
and
you may put it in a box or something like
put
that,
it
right?
on a cookie sheet or something so that it will slide all over my car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at something that maybe that you could use to carry that pie in.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
How's that sound?
Yes.
Does that sound okay?
Yes,
All
let's
right.
do it.
We are going to make a pie carrier, and it's the simplest thing you ever can imagine. Okay. We're just going to use a tote. Okay.
Oh,
So I just pulled out one of Kimberbell's gray totes that they have, and I'm going to make a pie carrier. But first, I got to decorate it a little bit.
Well, yes.
You
You
gotta
can't just
yeah.
take it by it like that.
No,
That's not cute.
No, you got to have a little bit of decoration to it. So we have this amazing friend
Isn't
here
that
at
cute?
Girlfriends that designed us a pie.
Yes, and
Okay.
it's so cute. And that's our own Debbie that did that for us.
Yes, she did.
So-
She digitized this for us, so we have this as a digital download for you to have. And so she did that for me, and so I put that on my
cute.
pie carrier. Okay, so
So
basically it's simple little things. All you're going to use is some Kimberbell leather.
Okay.
And we got silver, of course, because your
for the pie
pie
pan.
carrier is going to be silver, right?
Yes.
All right, and then we're going to have strawberry pie,
Ooh.
okay?
Now,
Don't
strawberry
you think
pie's good.
strawberry pie
Yes,
would be
yes.
great to have? All
Yeah,
right.
Not
so
sure what the teal would be. That's kind of a funny
it's
looking
kind of filling, it is.
But that's okay.
You're right, it is. And then we're going to put lattice on it.
I love it.
So we're just going to use some felt. Now, when I very first stitched this out, I am very particular. I am partial, I should say, to cherry pie.
Oh,
I like cherry
okay.
pie. So I used a
That's
red.
cute.
And so this one looks like a cherry pie,
I
right?
love it, yes.
A little
You could
bit like
do
a cherry pie.
purple for blueberry
Sure.
or blue, or I mean, you could do all
You
kinds.
could use, and look at the piece of fabric that you're going to
I
use.
think that's darling.
It's just a
Yeah.
small piece of fabric is all you're going to use, and you're going to use the same size of leather for the pie crust.
Okay.
Not pie crust, the pie tin. And then this is our lattice for our crust.
Okay.
Okay? So how on earth am I going to get my lattice to look like that?
Wow.
It's a little squiggly,
But it's-
right?
yeah.
And I'm not going to do this with my rotary cutter, so we have a pinking rotary blade that we're
is
going to
so
use
cool.
to cut our lattice. So let's just kind of take a look
Show
at that
how
really.
that works. 'cause
Yeah, it's
that
kind of
just
fun.
really adds a cute. I mean, I don't personally do lattice on the top of mine because it takes a lot of time.
It takes time,
doesn't it?
You're right. It takes
But-
time.
But yeah, but it's darling. That would be so cute.
So we're just going to cut some lattice for our pie
do you
top
think
here.
we could use that with pie dough? Would that work with our pie dough?
You know, I bet you could.
I said it may work.
It might
So,
work.
yeah.
it might. Because I'm not real great at doing this on lattice for your pie crust, but I bet it would work.
Yeah, it probably would.
So anyway, we've got this pinking rotary blade, and I'm going to start. I got to do the very end of it
Okay,
here, so
'cause
that
so they
both
all-
sides.
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
So we're going to start there, and that's all it is. It's just like that.
That is so cool. And isn't that
that
darling?
awesome?
Isn't that such a fun edging
Yeah.
for that? It just makes it almost look like it's real.
And these are a 1/2 inch wide is
Okay.
all they are. So I'm going to just cut a couple of them here.
And you're just using the edge of your ruler, just
Yeah.
like you normally
Just
would.
like you normally
it's
would.
just making that fun edge.
Yep. I learned that with this, you have to put a little bit more pressure
Okay.
on it than you would a regular rotary blade. And this
Well,
one
and
is,
especially with felt, don't you
Yes,
think you're
yes.
going through a little heavier
Yeah.
fabric too?
yep, I agree on that one. So you just kind of have to do a little bit more pressure on your rotary cutter to make sure
that's
that,
really fun.
yeah, so that's how you're going to cut your lattice for your pie. And I thought that was really fun.
Oh, that is really. It just adds. It just
It
makes
does.
it. Yeah.
Gives it a little bit of a character.
Yes.
Let's put it that way.
Yes.
So yeah. So again, and it's just a simple a little digital download that Debbie designed for us, and it's just awesome.
So it's just an applique.
It is. It's an
So you
applique.
just follow the
now,
steps.
I did this just on a piece of
Stabilizer.
stabilizer
Okay.
here, just a heavy cutaway stabilizer, just so I could test out the design. But then when I put it on here, I just used a regular, I used sticky back wash away,
Okay.
and I stitched it on there on my pie carrier.
We do love that sticky
Okay.
back. Yeah, that.
And here, let me show that again, so
Yeah.
it's just a sticky
So
back
when you
wash
wash
away.
it, this will
come
go
out.
away.
Yep,
So you
it
won't
will.
see it.
It will. And I just used a Kimberbell tote. Now let me show you. Obviously I stitched that out.
So if you don't, you
before.
can actually make one, right? Or any purchased one. So any
Yeah.
size, it doesn't matter.
No, does
Okay.
not. Does not matter. Okay. So here's my tote right here. And I kind of went at it and I'm like, okay, this is how I'm gonna make my pie carrier. So I've got this much room that I have to put my design on
design,
it.
okay.
And you could put it on both sides.
Sure.
You definitely could. I just put it on one side. But so I found my center. So here's my center of my pie carrier this way. And I measured about 2 inches down.
Okay.
And I marked it. And then I did my crosshairs on my embroidery machine. And then I lined it up.
Oh,
and I
okay.
just used the sticky back wash away stabilizer. And then I stitched it out on here.
Oh.
Then when it was all done, is how I'll show you how I did my pie,
Okay,
how I did
all
the
right.
pie carrier.
Oh, that will be fun.
So-
I will.
So basically, again,
Are we
you've
doing
got
a 1/4 inch seam?
that works perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Once again, you're just going to find the center of your tote, okay? And
Okay.
because this was folded in half, it's already there.
Right.
So it's already marked. So simple, Jackie. So simple.
Okay, good. I love simple.
Yeah, we're going to fold up the one side, and again, now I'm going to put right sides together, and I'm going to fold up the one side, and right at the edge there's going to meet at the bottom of
Okay.
that bottom mark, right like that, okay? And then I'm going to fold up this side, and it's going to match the same one, just right like that, okay?
Cool. Okay.
So let's get a few pins out of here.
I just think everything is cool.
Well,
That seems to be my word for the day.
It's
oh,
okay.
that's cool. Well, that's cool. Maybe I'm thinking about whipped cream.
yeah,
and it's
that's
cool,
it. That's
right.
it. Yeah, yeah.
I think that's what it is.
It's got to be. It's cool outside too.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so then I'm just going to put some pins in this to hold that in place. All right.
Well, so far it's very easy.
Yeah.
I think everyone understands what we're
I
doing.
hope so. I think it's pretty simple. Okay, and we're just gonna do the same thing on this side.
Okay, and your edges are finished, which is wonderful.
That's the whole beauty about these totes. That makes it so nice is because everything's already finished, and all you have to do is sew up the side seams, and you're done.
Okay, I'm already liking this a
Yeah.
lot.
So I'm going to hand this to you.
Okay.
And all we do is a 1/4 inch seam down both sides.
On both sides.
That's correct.
Okay. Here we go.
I'd probably backstitch at the
backstitch?
very first. Yeah, just give it a good backstitch there at the first and stitch away.
I'm going to put I don't want to cut it yet. I'm going to put my needle down. Now I'm going to use my toe to push on the pedal. Oh, look how fun this is. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, like I said, then now you've got something and you're not going to be putting it in a box. And it's
Yeah.
just that little added,
Well, it protects it because what if your pie spills over in your car?
Right.
Then this could be washable, right?
Oh, for sure.
So then you wouldn't get it all over your car.
Yeah.
Your car is a little hard to clean. This would be
how-
a lot easier to clean.
How many times have you ever spilled something
Well,
on the floor of your car?
Yes.
Or we spilled beans on the chili beans
Ooh,
on our
that's-
car, on the floor of the back, behind the driver's seat of our car one time, and oh my
Ew.
gosh, it took forever.
that's hard to get. That's hard to
clean
get
that
out.
up.
I bet it did.
Yes, it did.
Or soup.
Yeah.
Even soup.
Yeah, so when you're
Or
taking
something.
something like this, it's really nice to have something that you can carry it in.
Well,
and-
I think it's big enough you could put really more than just pie.
You
don't
bet you could.
think?
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
totally
not
could.
just for pie.
Oh, you could put a good-sized casserole in
Yes,
this.
I said this is like
You
really,
could take your mashed potatoes in them if that, if that was what you were asked to bring,
right,
or
in a
whatever you were
casserole.
asked to bring. You
kind of a
definitely
casserole dish.
could take something in something like this, and it just makes it really nice. The handle's already there for you. You don't have to.
Okay. Have you written the instructions down for us, Sandra?
I have not, but I think that if you just really watch this would be super simple.
Okay.
But we could definitely make that happen, I think.
I think, yeah, this would be really helpful
Okay.
if that was like really easy. Okay. Are we done?
That's it.
That's it?
That's what
really?
I said. Jackie,
Oh,
that's
wow.
it.
Okay, I that you saw it right here, how you make 2 seams and that's it.
2 seams. That's why I said, how hard can it get?
Okay, well.
And then you're going to turn it right side out, obviously. You're just
So-
going to take this and
so
turn
my
it
other
right
question
side out.
is, what if could you box the corners? What if
You could. That would give
Okay.
it a little bit more.
then it'd be more boxy.
Uh-huh.
So then it might carry. You could put a bottom in.
You could take a piece of cardboard or a piece
Oh.
of Peltex to put in the bottom of it to make it so that it's a little bit stiff on the bottom. That would make it easy to carry also.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get any easier
That's about
than
it.
that.
But yeah, if you had a piece of acrylic of any kind that you could put in the bottom
in the
of it,
bottom.
that would definitely give it some strength in the bottom. But that's it.
That-
That is your pie carrier right there.
Okay. That was like one of the easiest things that I've ever seen, and it's so functional.
Yeah.
So
You could, like I said, maybe you could carry your puppy in there. I'm just kidding.
okay, well there you go. You could, for sure.
Depending on how big your puppy is.
That's true. That's true.
Because you
But-
got to take your puppy to Thanksgiving
Yes,
with you.
and
right?
I love it that the handles are already there.
Yeah.
Everything is done for you. It's all finished.
Yep.
You can decorate it however you want
You
to.
definitely can.
I mean, you can spruce this thing up.
You could put all kinds of different things. You
Yeah.
could put some fabric around it to make it, look like a little bit more so than that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we just put the little pie on the outside of it there, and it's ready to go.
Well, that was really fun.
the
I
one-
won't say the word cool. That was cool. So
The one thing about that I would recommend maybe is as you're putting the lattice on here is maybe put a little bit of the wash away topping.
okay, because you've got
Several layers
yes,
there,
layers.
and I found that I had to lift my embroidery foot just ever so slightly, just a little bit, and a wash away topping worked really well so that you wouldn't catch it as
That's
it
a good
goes
idea.
around, as it
Well,
does the
yeah.
satin stitch around there. So with the design
on your
itself,
presser foot, then did you just do that through your settings of your machine?
I did.
Okay, so you can adjust your height on your embroidery foot.
Yes, you
right
can.
into the settings of your machine. So most of them, you should be able to do
Yes,
that.
yes.
So-
And Brenda, I think that's she says pizza.
Ah, pizza. Good
you could
idea.
put a pizza in there
Yes, you
and
could.
take it. So yeah.
You
I
could
agree.
actually. This could be a pizza design too. You just wouldn't put the lattice on it,
Exactly.
and then you could put three-dimensional toppings. Three-dimensional toppings
Think
on
of
it.
all those things that we can do with
I
this,
know.
Jackie.
I love it. It's
Yeah,
great. Great
I
idea.
do. I think it just a fun little thing to carry. If you're taking in dinner to someone, like I
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
said, a casserole or a container of soup or whatever, so
Yeah.
you have something to carry it in. So
Well,
yeah,
that's great. I love it.
there we go.
Well, that was really fun.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing us how to do that, because that was something you can whip up in no time at all.
No time at all. And
Right.
and if you wanted to make your own tote, you definitely could do that.
Well, I don't
yeah.
know why you would want to.
No, not something like this.
Yeah, so make sure you look on the new releases on our website that we have.
Yeah.
We have the tote, and we have the leather, and we also have the felt. So
Yes,
we
all
have
of that.
everything you need, and,
It's on
and
there.
the design.
Yeah.
So fun.
And again, just some scrap fabrics and
Yeah.
some, just felt or whatever
Yeah.
to make it pie, whatever pie you like. You could put a piece of chocolate in there.
fun.
Oh, but wait, chocolate pie doesn't have lettuce on it.
No, it doesn't. But you
Not
could.
chocolate. I
It's
take
okay.
that back.
It's okay. Well, that was really fun. So
Thank you.
I love it.
Good.
So we hope that we'd love to see what you do with all these with this fun design. So please make sure that you share and take pictures of your fun pie carrier. So, all right, well, I think it's time for us to head back over to Allison and taste our pie. So we will do that.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Give Santa the nudge to pay attention to the following dates: Thursday, November 7th, 14th, 21st, and 29th. Because My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop is offering unbeatable holiday deals on sergers, sewing and embroidery, long arm quilting machines, and so much more. Tune in Thursday, November 7th to My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop Swig Night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for a 1-hour presentation covering all you want to know about our most popular and easy to use models of sergers. On Thursday, November 14th at 6 p.m., we're talking about sewing and embroidery machines. Join us Thursday, November 21st at 6 p.m. We'll feature some of our amazing long arms. SWIG stands for Show and Sale with the Girlfriends. We walk you through the details of these machines so you can make an informed decision on which one will look best under your tree this year. Then on Friday the 29th at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, join us for our live Black Friday Sale Spectacular. Watch us live on Facebook or on our app. It's our most exciting live sale of the year. Click the link below for more information.
Wow, you two.
What do you think, Allison?
Oh, wow. Okay. I think even a caveman could do it.
I said it was so simple.
Yeah, that was really great.
I was really expecting, just this. Okay, can I do this?
But you know, this time of year, though, Allison, don't you want it to be that kiss roll?
Yes.
You want it
Yeah.
Keep it
simple,
simple, yeah.
and easy, because you got a lot of other things to get going, and so you want something simple.
My
so.
mother-in-law
yes.
tells a
There we
story.
go.
She had worked all week on making pies and taking them to my sister-in-law's house, and she had them in the back of the trunk. And my father-in-law took a curve like Mario Andretti right when they were leaving the house, and she's like, "There's pies in the back," and they turned and they were all in one corner of the trunk, all out of their shells, whatever.
gosh.
So I couldn't help but thinking of
That's
that because I'm like,
disastrous.
and everybody was
Yeah.
so disappointed because my
Yeah.
mother-in-law's a great cook. Well,
Okay.
I'm not going to be disappointed today, and this is
No.
not going to have to go in any pie carrier because I don't think there's going to be
There
any
won't be
left.
anything
But I
left.
think we saved the best for last. Jackie, tell us about this pie.
I will tell you about this pie. I did bring it, but did I make it? No. So I won't take the credit. My husband actually made this. He's been perfecting this. He loves to make apple pie.
He's the baker at your house.
He really is. And so I asked him to bake a pie. And so he's been practicing and making sure that it is just perfect.
I just love
so,
it.
Yeah. So
I
anyway,
like the
but
deep dish.
yes. So
That's there's lots of filling in there, right? There's going to be lots for us to have.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
Yes. So I said it's apples from your house off
They
your
are.
trees.
They are.
Which is really good. And
What?
I know.
Collaborative effort?
Yes.
I chose such the right day.
Yes, and then the pie crust recipe is a family recipe from my great grandmother, and she was a big pie maker. And I tasted other pie crusts, and this one by far is my very favorite. So it's really flaky, and I love flaky crust. And the funny thing is my husband, even this morning when I woke, he did this up at 4 o'clock this morning.
Well, it's
Oh,
a thing
gosh.
of beauty.
And so he had made strips with the leftover pie dough.
That is your favorite.
And he sugared them up for me, and I had them this morning when I woke up this morning. So,
Oh, fun.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is true love.
Yes,
That's
it is.
right.
You know those little memes that say true love is?
Yeah.
I can just see
Yeah,
John.
but he was noisy, so
It
he
wasn't.
interrupted my sleep.
Oh no.
So
Well,
But we'll let
after
him
we
go.
all have a bite, we're
Yes.
gonna forgive him.
'Kay.
And this is a thing of beauty. So
So
can I show this pie?
Yeah.
I mean, look at this crust, and it has that. I mean, I don't know if we can get that, but
I
that
saw how he-
sugared, and he serrated all these
Yeah.
edges, so it's
Yeah.
like beautiful.
yeah, he doesn't really do a lot of decorative stuff. So
What? He doesn't need to.
no, but he loves also putting the sugar, the sparkling sugar on the
Right.
top of it.
Well, that's my
So-
favorite part, actually. So
Yeah.
I love that too. And I'm with Sandra. I like a cherry pie with that
Yeah.
with that sugared top
I
on
do
it.
too.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting
the pie recipe, you're sharing it with the world. So the pie recipe is on new releases.
Yes. And so that is quite the piece of pie.
Well, is anybody
So-
going to complain?
I said it's kind of, I'll let you hold.
Okay.
Okay, this is the worst part for me, is to get that first piece out. Because some of the, I can just smell it. So don't shoot me if
Well,
I don't
worry,
get
Jackie. The pressure's all on you
I
because
know.
they have the camera
I
right
know.
there.
Okay, I won't use my finger either. So I will put that in there.
Okay, I'm going to hand
Okay.
that off to Sandra.
All right, Sandra, you get to taste. I left some of
yay.
the
I
here.
can smell it from here. That's
Here.
so delicious.
Okay, here. You gotta
That's
have
the
that
best
little
part, Jackie.
I know.
So,
like,
do you guys,
Yum.
when you eat your pie, do you take just one big bite and get all of it? My husband eats it in layers, and I'm like, that is weird.
Layers.
I kinda
Layers,
leave-
like he'll eat the top layer, then he eats the filling, then he eats the bottom layer.
Okay,
Oh yeah, no.
So-
You got to have the crust and the filling in at the same time.
okay. Well, I guess I've talked it up so much. I hope it's worth. I haven't tasted it, but it smelled good.
I know.
So-
you always hate things you have to
Huh?
take.
It's good.
Is it good?
It's good.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
good.
Sandra's apples.
now I have to lick my fingers.
But
You can lick your own fingers.
Cheers.
Okay, are we ready?
Pie cheers.
Oh, okay. We do a pie cheers.
Pie cheers.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have something else on the table here.
That's right.
We have
Something
something
else
else on
with
our
your
table.
with your apples.
Yeah, from our apples on our tree.
Okay.
This is where we're going to toast.
We better. Oh, that's right. We have to
Okay.
toast with apple.
Are
Okay.
we ready?
Yeah.
This is apple cider from our trees. We went and had them. We have 5 apple trees in our yard. They're a couple of different kinds.
Oh, yum. And you press your own apple cider.
And I didn't do it myself. No, I took it to the orchard and let them do it. I took it down the street and let them take care of it. But this is apple cider off of our trees.
Yum.
So I want you to taste it and tell me what you think.
Well, I love a tart apple. And so that pie is like perfect tartness.
Ooh, that's delicious. That's like eating an apple off the tree.
Okay,
So
now
good.
we can toast.
Okay.
Here we go.
There you go.
All right. Here's to Pie Week.
Sorry, all of you over there
All right.
that are
Smell-o-vision,
watching us eat.
taste-o-vision. So, yeah, that's delicious. All right. I just have a couple of reminders.
Okay.
So, reminders to download your pie recipes. They're free on the website so that you all can share in, because I feel just a little bit guilty eating in front of the whole studio audience, as well as also all of you, because it is delicious.
It
So
is
be
yummy.
sure to download it. Be sure to enjoy with us. And the other one is tonight is Swig Night.
Yes.
We are talking long arms. It's going to be so fun. We have Kelly Ashton coming, who actually works with Handy Quilter. She's fantastic and
Yes,
a
she
wealth
is.
of knowledge. So if you are even the least bit curious about a long arm, tune in tonight at 6 Mountain Standard Time. It's an hour show. We are giving away 3 $100 gift cards. So even if you're like, you know what, I'm never going to long arm a day in my life, tune in and see if you can win a gift card, right? I mean, you know,
Right.
because we are
Sure.
all interested in free cash.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And so I just want to invite everybody to do that. And thank you so, so much for coming and joining us this week.
was
It
fun.
has been really fun for Pie Week.
It was.
Next week
Fun,
is a short week. Our offices are actually closed Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so our employees can enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday with the family. So we will not have comments sold on Wednesday, and we also will not have 3 at 3 on Wednesday. But Chris and I will be with you on Monday and Tuesday, so join us for 3 at 3 on Monday and Tuesday, and then join us at 9 Mountain Standard Time for our Black Friday comments sold.
Yes.
It's absolutely fantastic.
Oh
so
my
we'll see you
gosh.
tonight, we'll see you Monday, we'll see you Tuesday, and we'll see you Friday next
The
week.
warehouse is loaded, you guys. Trust me.
Yeah,
You are not going to want to miss Black Friday.
right. It's going to be so fun.
Yes.
All right. And with that, we'll see you next week.
Okay, have a good one.
Thank you.